Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And today we're going to talk about Ivan Redkach calling out Broner. You've seen the video in the beginning, him punching the punching bag. We're also going to talk about J-Rock moving up in weight. We're going to talk about Spence saying he crashed a Ferrari and bought a horse. But let's get into J-Rock first, man. He says after 2 more fights at 54, he moving to 60. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. It's a PBC pack video. Did an all-Mexican video yesterday. So I hope y'all enjoyed the all-Mexican video we did yesterday. So today it's going to be all PBC fighter news. So, yeah, J-Rock is doomed. If he can't make 54 no more, I don't see him winning the title at 160. Them dudes going to be bigger, more athletic. Even his contemporaries and peers at 54, a lot of them dudes going to be... they're going to fill out at 160 better than he did. He just can't take punishment. You know what I'm saying? His defense not good enough, His defense not good enough to move up. I think, his skills just not good enough to move up and be effective. People say, well, Canelo on his way to 68, Triple G on his way out. Can he beat Demetrius Andrade? No, he already lost to Jamal Charlo. I mean, who you got up there? I think Rob Brandon give him some issues. Murata, that'll be a good fight. If you fight him in America, he can get Murata. I don't think he could beat Demetrius Andrade. I don't think he could beat Sergey Derevchenko. But he can beat the Aleems, the Hugos of the world up there. But some guys coming up there at 160 as well too. And a lot of dudes from 54 are gonna make the jump to 160. So, like I said before. Not sure, buddy. Danny Jacobs has moved on. Chavez has moved on. So, the competitive nature there, he might can steal a belt. There. Jamal is pegged to move up pretty soon to fight David Benavidez. I know Benavidez got the Alexis Romero guy. Also, after that, he got, Ivy Uterman. And probably after that, he can have, Jamal Charlo. Don't forget David Benavidez. He also has the mandatory Callum Smith. He's a secondary mandatory whenever the WBC wants to order that. So, at the end of the day, J-Rock got stopped, twice at 54. His defense not good enough. That's the problem. And when he move up, he don't carry enough power. He just, and that's his, his prerogative. He said he been at the weight, since he was 15, he was at 47. Then since then he moved up, he said 54. 52 in the amateurs for a long time. Now 54 is the pro. So maybe I'm wrong. I really don't care which way his career go. He ain't one of my favorite fighters. But you always want somebody to be able to feed their family. He's consistently looked to fight the best. Like I said, even coming up, his first 10 or 15 fights, he fought an undefeated guy, which he didn't have no business fighting. He beat him. You know what I'm saying? And, he got caught by Charlo. He was whooping on Jamal Charlo. Rosario just was too big, too strong. But shout out to him for giving us a tough, first defense of his WBA and IBF title. He could have went the Danny Garcia easy route, and fought some fucking pushover. So, real recognize real. He's a real throwback dude. He don't, look for, the weaker challenges. He want to challenge himself, but I don't think 160 a good way for him. But if he move up early enough, ain't gonna be no competition there. The problem is, if the 54-pounders move up to 160, the issues are, they're going to miss out on paydays. So whenever the 47-pounders move up, those would have been paydays and a good, it would have been a good injection into the 54-pound division. Even if Sean Porter said, hey, I'll move up, he the money man at the division. If Terrence said, I'll move up and fight Patrick Teixeira, he the money man at the division. If Errol move up, he the money man of the division. Even Oscar De La Hoya, we talked about yesterday, come back into the 54-pound division. He the money man of the division. There ain't too much money there. The biggest financial fight there is Tony Harrison and probably Jamil Charlo, just because of their mouthpieces. So for J-Rock, you want to see him hold on and try to get that Spence fight or that Crawford fight, if he chooses to move up, or that Danny Garcia fight. Not sure if they will fight each other, but he moved to 160. You know, a lot of these dudes can't make 54 no more. They move to 160. They're going to miss out on some paydays. But then again, you don't want to continue to take years off your life and take years off your career by trying to drain your body and wait for these, you know, these welterweights, especially the ones that PBC punk asses, to move back up to their natural weight. You know what I'm saying? Lubin probably can hang around there a little bit longer, but a lot of these dudes, you know, their natural weight was 54. You know, Errol has fought as high as middleweight. Started off at 54. Keith Thurman fought at 54. You know what I'm saying? You keep going on and on and on. Sean Porter fought above 54. You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes trying to milk the welterweight division, but at the end of the day, don't have no mystique no more. It don't. I can care less. If some of these dudes don't ever fight again, I can care less. Only fight I want to see in boxing right now is Crawford and Spence. And that fight happened, I'll be a patron. I'll spend money if fans allowed. I'll go to the fight. But other than that, I'm good. I'm good. Everything else I ain't paying for. I don't care if Fury fight Joshua, Wilder fight Joshua. Them ships are sailed. And very may well be Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence ship is sailed. You know what I'm saying? That could be the real case. Errol may not be the same. You never know. Crawford might get old overnight. He is 32 years old. So he been around, fought amateur for a long time. So, I mean, that could be what it is, man. So, with J-Rock, you know, congratulations to him. He accomplished, you know, being a 2-time world champion. But I think if he gonna jump up to 60, I would jump up there, you know, after them 2 fights, I would jump up there, you know, before everybody else jump up there, because you in a situation where, you know, Canelo probably gonna move up. It's gonna be a vacant belt. All right. And really, it's not that much competition left. If Charlo beat Derevchenko, I mean, you're gonna have Canelo drop the WBA. He dropped the IBF already. The WBC franchise champion, he can't lose it, you know. So, you know, who's the IBF champion up there? That's a good question. Man, I know Canelo, Golovkin, he probably about to be on his way out. So Golovkin on his way out, Canelo on his way out. So that free up the WBO and the IBF. Charlo might be on his way out pretty soon by the time you get up there. So yeah, it might make sense for him and like Jared Hurd to go up there and try to get some vacant belts before Jamel jump up there and Lubin jump up there. But the hard thing about it is he gonna miss some paydays, bro. Because if those welterweights, and I don't mean weight, like weight. If they choose to move up to 154 pounds, you know, they're gonna lose out on a lot of money. But Harrison is another dude that could be busting at the seams for 160. You know, Lubin probably got some more years there. Lara should be a guy that move up there. Jaher big as hell. He should be a dude that move up there. So I think it's kind of Al plan to kind of move those 54 pounders up to 60, move the 47 pounders up to 54, and have them fight in a division in their career off at 54, unless they get a late surge at 60. But you know, at the end of the day, I just don't see J-Rock being a good 160 pounder. Not versus the dudes today, but you know, if those dudes choose to move out the way, you know, he can get a belt there or 2 belts there, because all you got there is Demetrius Andrade, and Derevchenko may very well move up to 168 pounds himself. So, I mean, we'll see, man. But yeah, Errol Spence, you know, he flung on the internet. Remember, we talked about World Boxing News caught the tweet where he said he crashed his 4x4. He totaled it. Or somebody totaled it. And now he said he crashed his Ferrari and bought a horse. And like I said before, these young people don't learn. They don't learn. This generation, like mine and just up under it, they don't believe fat meat greasy. You know, you can get them a close sign. You can get them a close call or whatever. And they're going to take it as a joke. You know what I'm saying? And personally, you know, I wouldn't be taking no jokes. Like, you getting a second chance at life. And this dude out here saying, you know, we got I bought a Ferrari, and people in the comment section saying during the pandemic he rubbing his face. I ain't got no problem with it. Get money. You know what I'm saying? But those who last shall be first, and those who be first are first shall be last, if you believe in biblical. And I just think that's just common sense. But in this situation, you know, all this flaunting and shit of that nature, you ain't gotta, you know, sit there and say, you know, tell him how, you know, people in the pandemic and this, he made his money the hard way. He used his hands. He lost the weight. He cut the weight. He made the weight. He fought the fights. Let him enjoy himself. But, you know, these niggas don't learn. I hate to say that word, but that's nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? They just don't learn. They see all the fighters before him who made way more money than him. And, you know, I got a horse now. Shit. It is what it is. But like I said before, if I'm in a situation where I'm trying to come back, and prove that I'm healthy, I ain't taking no chances. I ain't jumping on no horse. I ain't drinking and driving. I ain't smoking no weed. Drinking that drink, gang banging, in my Smokey Robinson voice. I ain't doing that, bro. I'm living a clean fighter's lifestyle. I'm not trying to be out there, in the clubs and stuff. But people trying to act like, oh, Errol Spence is a different fighter. I can tell. How the fuck can you tell somebody a different person and he ain't threw no damn punch and he probably ain't sparred yet neither? Because he said he had to get a post in his mouth and one more post and he can start sparring in September. Whatever the fuck he told Brian Custer. These dudes just gay. Well, I could just tell by look at his muscles, look at his pecs, look at his traps. He's just a different person. God told me that this dude was gonna come back a different. But I ain't trying to hear that, man. When he go through sparring, he make it through camp. Him and Danny Garcia test negative for COVID, and they get in that ring. We'll see. Simple as that. But it just lets you know. Just look at the mistakes that he continues to make. He has a close call, right? This dude has a close call. He back in the club drinking, dancing, hitting the wall, drinking, almost getting into fights with people and all this type of shit. Did he learn his lesson? No. All of a sudden he cut the weight. The state of Texas locked down. He in shape. He focused. He dropping the weight, looking good. And now he crashes 4x4, and then now he on a horse. Like I said, you can't make this shit up, dog. But hopefully, he make it to the ring versus Danny. It's no guarantees. He can get COVID. Danny can get COVID. He still ain't exchanged no blows and sparring. From what he said, he can't spar until like September. I think he said. So we'll see. If they fight, they fight. It makes me no difference, bro. Tired of that division anyway, man. Because they don't fight my boy Terrence Bud Crawford. Shout out to Kofi Universe for sending me this shirt. I was saying I couldn't get a shirt size Terrence Crawford sent the 3X. That had to be for somebody else. It had to be like 3X in an infant shirt. But I still kept it. But but it is what it is, man. He do what he do. I ain't knocking him. I wouldn't be on no fucking horse. I rode a horse once, but if I just got into a traumatic experience, I wouldn't be riding no fucking horse. End up like Christopher Reeves. But Ivan Redkach, he on Adrien Broner neck. He want the Broner fight. People forget Broner ducked the fade. I don't know why he didn't fight Redkach last October. He said he wanted to come back. Kevin Cunningham said he coming back. I guess that was a recent video of Broner hitting the pass with Kevin Cunningham. I care less about Broner coming back. He can fight Ivan Redkach. He can fight whoever he want to fight. I don't care about Broner coming back. It makes no point. You don't throw your hands. You don't throw no punches. You can't be elite level fighters. If you coming back for the money, you ain't won a fight in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Your last fight you won was a split decision versus Adrien Granado. So, it is what it is for Broner. I mean, Redkach want to get a payday. He had a pathetic performance versus Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia didn't have a great performance versus Redkach as well, neither. But, hey, when you've been out the ring as long as Danny was and you didn't have no timing or whatever the situation was with Danny, he had to cut a lot of weight. He didn't know he was fighting, when he was fighting, or who he was fighting. They still was picking an opponent, going into December, I believe it was. But Redkach and Broner, they can keep it. They ain't going to make me buy Leo Santa Cruz or Gervonta Tank Davis at all. Unless you're going to have, Jesus and Joseph slap boxing, in the ring as the co-main event, I can care less. All right? I'm just keeping it 100. I don't care what they do. But, if they want to put that on the undercard to Leo and Gervonta, that's what Redkach saying, so be it. But I can care less. Redkach had a pathetic performance. What it's going to tell me about Broner being a dude that Danny Garcia beat up for 12 rounds? It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? All it's going to tell me if Redkach is competitive or beat Broner, it's already confirmed what I already know, that he need to hang it up. But Broner need the paycheck or whatever the situation may be. So be it. Your boy ain't knock you. I just don't want to see you fight no more. You can't offensively defend yourself. And people don't understand what I'm saying. He can't defend himself offensively. He won't throw his hands. So I want to see Adrien Broner get in there and get beat up or don't throw a punch for 12 rounds. He's been like that for a long time. But Madonna amplified that a little bit more in their fight. So, like I said before, Redkach can do all this trolling with AB. They're supposed to fight in October. AB passed up on it. AB asked for $10 million. He going to get that work fighting on Tank undercard. And, like I said before, he ain't going to get that fight in Regis. He ain't got that fight nobody. You ain't getting the Pacquiao rematch. Unless Floyd come out and throw him a bone and fight him, which I don't think Floyd will stoop that low. I don't really see it happen for Broner. Let me know if y'all want to see Ivan Redkach and Broner. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos, man. Appreciate the love, support. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, my Facebook group, all the links in the description. So if you want to check it out, you got a business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, or you just want to chop it up with me, Twitter's the fastest way to IG than Facebook. Other than that, share the video. If you haven't shared the video, it's the best way to donate. Subscribe button, bell icon button, then share the video is the best way, man. Appreciate the love, support. Want to make a donation, share the video, but Cash App, PayPal is available in the description. One time for the one time, we gone.